Oh, it was a special night here in Uptown Charlotte as we say hello. Welcome to Hornets Live, the post-game show presented by Carolina Ford Dealers. Yes, celebrating number 30, the only way that we can here at Spectrum Center. And because he was so good off the bench, why not have all of the bench players be really, really good, including Coby White, who arguably had his best game as a Charlotte Hornet, 27 points for Coby White. It was electric here today. It was awesome to see some players come out and sit down and watch the jersey ceremony, but it was really cool to be a part of it.
And I didn't get to hear Eric because of where I go as soon as I need to go to the tunnel to get ready for the broadcast. I know he's losing his mind that the Hornets scored 130, right? Because you couldn't score 30. Yeah. So scoring 130, it's prophetic.
It was. He wanted him to win by 30, but the win is a win, and it was a great one as well. And again, it was that third quarter. The Hornets have really shown that we're their second half team, third quarter team. Brandon Miller, we just heard from him, really took over in that third quarter.
Look, I got a little overboard with the 50-40-90 obsession with Con Knippel. Don't think he's going to get it. The Hornets almost reached that via their percentages here tonight. They were shooting an unbelievable ball. They were over 50% from the field, 40 from three, almost got there at the free throw line. But offensively, I mean, they were hitting so many shots, and they really settled in. Even that routine that was broken up a little bit by that jersey ceremony, it didn't matter. They came out hot in the third.
Yeah, our Carolina Ford Dealers keys to the game. Brandon Miller is part of that, certainly, and so are these two other guys. Coby White, we just mentioned him at 27 points, and LaMelo Ball at 20 points. These are your top three scorers on the night. They just worked so well. And LaMelo, he had 3 steals as well in that first quarter.
I'm glad you brought that up. I think defensively, he was all over the place. Something I really like about LaMelo's game recently, too, is he's gambling at the right times, turning defense into offense, and the instincts, you're starting to see that on real display on that end of the floor.
Coby White, we cannot give him enough love. 27 points on the night, 5 threes. We talk all about Brandon Miller with those 5 threes in the third quarter, but it seemed like Coby could not miss. And he really just changes the complexity of the game. He's so fast and he is so smooth.
And he is so physical as well, and he can shoot. He's really hard to guard because he just bulldozes through contact, and they needed that kind of player. Jeff Peterson did a great job in analyzing this is a necessity for this squad, especially when LaMelo goes to the bench, and they got a very good player in Coby White to come in and then put everybody else in their role. I think Sion James is getting a lot better as a passer, and I have to imagine that that's because he's not asked to be that primary ball handler. Coby is when LaMelo's going to the Pine. So just everybody gets to settle in real nicely when you have the right role players in their right role.
How much more? I feel like Coby White is making all of these oh my goodness, I can't believe that moments. And obviously he's a great player. We saw him in Chicago, but he feels like he's really come alive here at the Hornets.
I absolutely think that. I think there's a lot of dynamic play from him. Plus, it's hard not to get juiced when you're playing in a live Hive. You know, when everybody is wanting to come to the Spectrum Center, you have so many sellouts. I imagine that playing for a winning basketball team probably does get the juices flowing a little bit more for Coby.
It sure does. We are going to continue to wrap things up here from the Spectrum Center post game. A big win for the Charlotte Hornets. A great night for Del Curry. But take a look at Con Knippel because we're going to take a look at our FanDuel same game parlay. Play your game, and Con was part of that the entire night from start to finish. 4 plus 3-pointers made. Everyone was getting, you get a 3, you get a 3, you get a 3.
Look, some emotion as well off of the 4-point play that Con had tonight. And you could really see him get it going. How about 3.5? Take the over. We see it every single time with some of those over-unders. Con has been getting over that 3.5 mark. He's been incredible.
Yep. Here's some of the things that hit tonight. We got Coby White with 25 and plus points. Coby White also, man, he's all over the parlay tonight, as he should be, because he had a great game. Yes, he did. All right. Thanks to FanDuel. Play your game. We're going to talk to Coby White after the break because why not? Back-to-back great games in a Hornets uniform. Back-to-back interviews with Shannon and Walker post-game. We'll make that happen. We'll be right back. Gosh, love celebrating that man right there tonight, Del Curry, and that number will forever be over this court. Let's hear what Coach Charles Lee had to say about tonight's game.
I thought that our guys did a good job of kind of sticking with it because, you know, give Orlando credit. They're a really good team, well coached, and they came out, they shot the ball well. There was a couple like, you know, a Banchero 3, a Suggs corner 3. Bane hit a tough pull-up 2 to start the game. But the ones that we kind of talked about in that timeout was De Silva's drive and dump off for a Batazi dunk. There was another layup that we gave up in transition to Bane. So those buckets, we were like, hey, we got to be tighter. We got to be better. And I thought that from that point forward, the connectivity, the individual pride, the togetherness, was huge, was great. And we kind of, I think, just kind of like grinded them into submission with our discipline all night and our connectedness.
And just quick follow, I know it's not necessarily part of the game necessarily, but how cool was it for you guys to pull out a win and cap off? Was it really cool and celebratory night and winning that?
It was amazing. Like, it's perfect ending to a great day to celebrate a great man that's done so much for us. And so we love that he was able to come into the locker room and break it down for us. I think the guys enjoyed his speech post-game way better than mine.
When you look at the stat sheet and see the balanced scoring and everything, what sticks out most to you about just the way the guys shared the ball and just how it's not just one person out there dominating scoring for the most part?
It's exactly what you just said. We understand how much we need each other to have success. And the way that we play offensively is to trust the pass at all times. And I think the guys are doing it at a high level. One of the things we talked about when we were seeing all this pressure was the best way to get the ball up the court is to pass the ball. Don't feel like you got to dribble through everyone and do it yourself. You have great teammates, and part of that is your teammates running with purpose too. And so I think that we're just seeing everyone using the pass a little bit more and maximizing their teammates in order to generate some advantages early in the clock and help us get to quicker actions.
I've asked you before, it seems like every game the crowd gets like just louder and louder. Do you notice that? You notice it getting better and better almost every game?
Oh, I definitely notice it. And I even today had the opportunity to hear something about the 7th straight sellout. 17th maybe. There was a bunch of numbers being thrown out there, but it was a lot of consecutive. Yeah, he should have given me the exact. But no, I notice. I love it. I know between our staff, our organization, our players, like we appreciate it, and we hope that we can continue to give them something to be proud of.
It's another good game for Coby off the bench. What is it about his ability to touch the paint and either make plays for himself or make plays for his teammates in the situations that keeps the offense humming when he's running the show?
Yeah, he's just got such a great feel, and he's getting used to his teammates, their screening angles and where he's getting the ball a little bit more, what lineups he's out there with. And I think he put it perfectly after one of the last games. He's just got to be himself at the end of the day too. I appreciate sometimes his like humility and wanting to kind of fit in, but he's a heck of a player and he's got to be himself. And I think that the guys encourage him to continue to do that too and be aggressive. And he's another guy that helps us, like you said, just generate some more offense, get the offense flowing. He helps us get to the free throw line because he understands how to use his body. And when he feels contact, he starts getting into a shot, but also the passing has been really good too. So really proud of Coby's kind of like growth and evolution since he's been here.
I think that's a perfect time to actually go to Coby White. That was a great thing. Yeah, thanks for setting us up there, Coach Lee, because we are going to check in with Coby White right now. Just an incredible game, 27 points tonight, 5 threes for Coby. I think that was a number. Yeah, 5 threes, Coby. Just hearing from Coach Lee, he did say that Del Curry came into the locker room. Would you mind sharing what he told you guys?
He told us that he was just proud of us, proud of the way that we're playing, proud of how we carry ourselves each and every day. And he told us to just keep playing good basketball, and it was a very dope moment. I just got here, so I'm still getting to know him and getting to know everybody. Obviously, he's a legend. I mean, anybody in the NBA that gets their jersey retired obviously means a lot to the NBA, but also to the organization. And actually, me and him and his family share the same financial advisor. So
that's good.
He was just chopping it up with me, telling me because they're close. So. How much he does for the community in Charlotte and how much he's loved here from the restaurants. His kids grew up here, obviously. So, I mean, it's well-deserved. And obviously, he's one of the best shooters in his era or in the NBA history. So, it was just a dope moment for all of us. And the humility he showed in that moment. And, a guy just got his jersey retired and the amount of humbleness to come in and talk to us after the game. So, that was dope.
And that same way that Dell embraces the community and vice versa, they've been embracing you with the way that you've been performing off of the bench. Now, Del Curry, he embraced a bench role. How about you? How have you been embracing this bench role after being a starter in Chicago?
I mean, it's an adjustment, but I just want to win, to be honest. So I'm excited. Like I said, I'm blessed to be here. So whatever role that is, I've been in every role, to be honest. Since I've been in the NBA, I've been a starter. 6th man, 9th man, whatever you want to call it. Number 1 option, 15th option, don't matter. So I've been in every role, to be honest. So for me, I just love to play basketball. So if I get an opportunity to play and an opportunity to win at a high level, I'm all for it.
Yeah, Coby, we spoke with you on Tuesday night. Let's do this every post game. Why not? Because you're a great interview and obviously so much fun to watch on the court. What do you like most about being on this team right now with these guys?
I think the energy. Like I said, they continue to push me to be myself. So I think the energy and one thing I've been loving too is in Chicago the last couple of years I've been off the ball predominantly. I think now I've been on the ball a lot more with the ball in my hands and being able to play the one more. So that's been dope for me, just getting back to that because that's the position I grew up playing. So that's been fun for me to get back to that. And I feel like, just being myself and, just getting to know these guys. And everybody has one common goal, and that's to win. But just get to know these guys off the court has been really dope for me. And obviously, being one of the older guys, just seeing the growth from the time I've gotten here to now. So.
Yeah, well, congratulations on the win. I'm sorry about your Tar Heels. Yeah.
Hey, it's never mind. Hey, Con. As soon as I subbed out in the fourth quarter, Con could not wait to tell me. He was like, "Man, you had a great day. Not such a great day for your heels, though."
That's not right.
Yeah, man. Right after big win, and he couldn't. It's almost like he couldn't wait to tell me.
Well, you'll get him next year. Everyone's brackets are busted. Thank you, Coby. We love talking to you. Love watching you play. You're so much fun.
Thanks, appreciate it.
All right. Well, I had to go there. I hate it
Con
for
beat you
him.
to the punch, though.
I know. Con and Sion probably did as well. We'll be right back to wrap things up. It was a great night here in Uptown Charlotte. Take a look at that jacket.
That's what he was most excited about.
Did they say that all of his grandkids, his kids' names, everything was in moments from his career were inside that jacket?
Mentioned it fit like a glove,
That's
too.
Awesome.
Knocked it out of the park.
Del Curry night here in Uptown Charlotte. Well-deserved to our friend. He, of course, is going to be our winners, brought to you by North Carolina Education Lottery. There you go. First, second, and fourth. And, just has done so much for this team, for this city, for this organization, for everybody.
He has so many records. My favorite one, though, is that he's actually the franchise leader in 2-point field goals made.
Okay.
Shocker, right? Not just a shooter. He deserves every single bit of this, Shannon. It's been an absolute honor to be a part of this broadcast in memorializing, I should say, Del Curry with the jersey hanging in the rafters.
Yeah, getting to know him and all that stuff. Hey, we got another one on Saturday night. We got Memphis Grizzlies coming into town. So that is going to be a good one. And hopefully the Charlotte Hornets can continue this win streak, continue moving up in those standings. We're watching it. I know you're talking about it. You doing a show tonight?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, you are?
Going live. Locked On Hornets.
Live.
Be there.
I love it. All right. It was awesome having you here again tonight. I'm glad that we got to spend this time together for Del Curry night. 130-111 was your final score in Uptown Charlotte. Brandon Miller went off in the third quarter. Wow, that was a moment. Coby White had such a great game, and it was a great night for that great man right there. Del Curry night here in Uptown Charlotte. Everyone have a great night. We'll see you Saturday. Go Hornets. Go Del.